Into the night, city lights are dancing, slowly falling apart. The shadows causing an outbreak of wishing upon a star. This time I'm feeling stronger, and I know I can do better. The shadows causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light, we're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light, we're gonna light it up, oh, light it up, ooh, light it up, causing an outbreak. I'm turning the light.
Hello, Frontier Doubles League. It is me, Runnerboy11, back again after an incredible FDL Central. If you didn't watch that, make sure you set aside some time either after this particular game or tomorrow to go and have a watch of that. But enough of the very early plugging. We are here for the Elite League All-Stars game for Season 6 of FDL. I'm super excited to be getting into this one. And of course, I have to do it with one of my best friends, best colleagues, favorite colleagues in the league. He is obviously one of the brilliant voices who has brought to you action across the entire season, and now he is going to help me tell you exactly what's going on and hype this game up for our All-Stars weekend. Please welcome to the casting booth, KJ. How are you this evening?
Didn't we talk like the last time you and I were together about like overextending with the, introductions?
Yeah, you did, and I didn't listen.
Either way,
Yeah, what's your point?
we're here for a good time and a fun time. I'm super excited to see these all stars get into all of this stuff that they're about to do. This is going to be a very fun game to watch, and that's really what we're here for this one. Just to have some fun and have an enjoyable and entertaining time. So I am more than happy to be able to be by your side, Rhino.
It is absolutely going to be entertaining, but we also have to remember there is a little bit of pride on the line. These two teams are playing for their conference. We have Courage Conference taking on Stealth Conference, and this is the first game of our All-Stars weekend, so it sets the tone for the rest of the weekend, whether Courage or Stealth are going to be looking pretty good for this this weekend. We talked about it in FDL Central. We both said Courage. We've had a few team changes since then. So, KJ, can I just ask, with the team changes, has your mind changed?
Not really.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I'm having issues with what I did 2 minutes ago. Let alone remembering what team I picked or what conference I picked.
Yeah. So you picked Courage, but we are getting into it now. It seems that these players cannot decide exactly what they want to do here. The game has started very interestingly with neither team really knowing what's going on. so we might get a reset here. Laggy and Comus are in the server right now. I don't know whether we're actually getting things underway or what. KJ, any idea what's going on right now?
Well, I don't. We just scored an absolutely incredible. No, I was just kidding. I have no idea what's going on. I think we may be getting a. Yeah, we're gonna be
Yeah, we're
getting a
definitely getting a
remake of the
remake.
lobby. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we're gonna cut away for a quick
Oh.
break, and we're gonna get this taken care of.
Fronted Doubles League is, of course, one of the most professional places to work and cast that I have ever been a part of. And to my knowledge, this is the first time something like this has happened. So we do apologize for the technical difficulties, and we hope to be bringing things back very, very soon.
Absolutely, first time ever.
First time I've never known anything like this ever.
Yeah, as we I think we might still be live, but either way,
We definitely are.
as we do await for new information to be able to get back into the lobby and get everything sorted as
Hmm.
to what game mode we're playing, which I'm pretty sure if I came in late to the conversation, but I believe it is supposed to be a 2v2 followed up by a 1v1.
Yes, I believe the conversation was that there is a 2v2 and a 1v1 happening. I just don't think either team really knew which one was happening first. So we will see who we get in the lobby. I believe it is supposed to be the 2v2 first, but we will see whether that is what we get or whether there will be a 1v1. This is I believe a best of 5. So we will have a maximum of 5 games. First team 2-3 is going to pick up this win. So in the server now we have Michael and Yuki playing for Stealth, taking on Laggy Puppy and Chris with a K on Courage. KJ.
And
Oh my goodness.
I just want to throw this out there for those of you that don't know. Yuki is actually Seika, just with
Okay.
a little bit of a name change, just so you know. But yeah, I mean, this is going to be good because, and I have to put this out there, Seika is going to be able to put that one in. This is the original Monkeys team
Yeah.
of Laggy
Laggy and
and
Chris.
Chris. So they had they didn't have a very good run up to this point, but
So yeah,
you never know what could happen, especially in the All Stars.
just like that original Monkeys team, it seems like they still have no defensive capabilities as they
No! Oh no!
Oh, I feel bad saying that one. My goodness. Lucky Puppy is bringing this ball forwards. He's looking for the bottom right-hand corner, but Michael's going to be there with the save. Chris plays this one back into the middle, but Laggy Puppy's taking a more defensive midfield position. Seika's going to play that one past Laggy, but
no way!
Out of the corner. That's a wonderful read. Great hit, and Chris had no chance to get in front of that one.
Wow! Seika out here peeking.
Oh, yeah.
Holy smokes! He is him, and him is him. I don't know.
Him.
I don't know. It's it's. I guess it's something that the cool kids say. I don't know.
It's been a long time since we were the cool kids, KJ.
Yeah, I know. It's been about the year after never.
Yeah. Yeah, funny, me too. Yeah. As we move back into this game, Chris does manage to play this one over the top of Michael, looking for that second hit off the backboard, very close to getting it, but unable to make it stick, and now Michael tries to find the left-hand corner. So Stealth are taking a 2-0 lead, and I have to say, with Laggy and Chris's history with playing on a team, I'm rather surprised that it looks like the Stealth guys are really quite cohesive and doing a good job of playing together, KJ.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that maybe they've played some games outside of the league together, just kind of vibing on some twos. That you can really tell the differences. Seika gonna look for the cuxer bench, be a little bit off. He's looking for the doink. Oh. Here we go. This is what we were waiting for. We wanted to see these really nutty plays as we saw Seika scoring that first goal.
I mean, the first and second goal were pretty insane, to be fair, from Seika, and he gets the demo as well on Laggy. Chris is going to go for the shot, but Seika's going to be able to save that one. And I mean, you just have to read off a couple of Seika's stats from the season
That's
to know that this is a real player. That was very close. Chris getting back in good time. But he had a 65% win rate. So 15 games won, 8 games lost on the season. Average score per game of 524. Not the highest you'll see in Elite League, but very, very solid at the back is Seika. And he's also shown that he has some incredible mechanical capabilities, just like that. Good read coming off Laggy Puppy's shot and able to keep the... I was almost going to say the Monkeys then, but it's the Courage team's scoreline at 0 for the moment.
Yeah, and just to kind of refresh you a little bit, this is the same Seika that was a part of that Hornets team from last season at Star League. So we saw how good he was mechanically last season, especially whenever it came to the All-Star game, which this is his second. And I believe he was in a 1v1 with... Actually, yes, I know I'm correct on this because I was there for it. He was in a 1v1 versus Laggy.
Yes, I think we were
And what
casting
a
that game,
save!
right? That was an incredible save. It doesn't get registered as a save, but definitely should have been listed as one. As the game has started to become very more evenly matched as it's progressed. The early 2 goals from the Stealth Conference have kind of... Yeah, it's now been a bit of back and forth. Both teams finding their rhythm, both teams finding their offensive and defensive play styles, and neither team really able to get ahead as Laggy's going to go for this double touch, unable to find it. Will win that ball over the top of Seika though, so Courage are able to keep the ball for now. Chris has an open net. That ball's not going to be powerful enough to get past Michael in goal. Chris tries to find Laggy, and he needs to beat Seika to this ball. He is going to be able to do that. Seika takes him out the server though. Michael with a free shot, misses wide right. Unlucky from him, and now Chris brings the ball forwards, looking to get it over the top of Michael. Good save from him. As Courage Conference try and get their bonnets on the ball once again. Seika brings it forwards. Michael playing it in the corner. Laggy maybe going for a bit of a demo, unable to find it, but that ball's going to drop in the center. Seika not in a position to capitalize. And now Courage are going to try and get something moving. They have 30 seconds to bring this game back from 2-0 down, or it will be 1-0 in the series to Stealth. The time is ticking down, KJ. Can they do anything about this?
Haven't seen a lot of pressure, but I think they may be kind of hoping for that 1v1. You know, once the score went up to 2-0, and with the mechanical ability of both Michael and Seika, it just seems like this one is kind of going to be a rough one for Courage to be able to win. So we're gonna, as Stealth is able to take this first game, we're gonna look forward to the next game, which is gonna be a 1v1, which should be really interesting because it's gonna be 2 people that have kind of not really been too much in the spotlight, but they have done a lot for their team. And that matchup is going to be Comus versus Sniz.
And that point right there is something I want to touch on, because I have some of Sniz's statistics right here. And if this is not someone you've heard of before, then I expect you will after not only playoffs, but this All-Stars game. So Sniz is rocking 6.19 MVPR on the season.
Wow.
Sniz has dropped almost 700 score per game. And he is also rocking a 58.8% win rate. 20 games won, 14 games lost for his team. He is also one of the highest scoring players in Elite League. He scored 85 goals on the season with a goal conversion rate of 50.9. There is a reason this man is playing in All-Star.
That is not an easy thing to do. Have a 50% shooting percentage.
Yeah, in fact, something I want to bring up about Sniz right now is I mentioned that he has 85 goals. He is the highest goal scorer in Elite League. The next highest is 10-piece Nugget and Feed at 60. He is 15 goals ahead of anyone else in Elite League. That should tell you all you need to know about this insanely mechanical player.
Yeah, and hopefully we're able to see some of those mechanics here in this 1v1 as these two gents are on the pitch and they're going to be taking the kickoff as Omis is going to be able to get the boost off of Sniz. Sniz able to take control of this one. I'm going to look for a dribble here. On top of his car, looking for the air dribble, maybe looking for the bump, and oh my gosh, what a play by Sniz, showing exactly why he has 85 goals and is one of the leaders for scoring in Elite League.
Yeah, absolutely. As we mentioned, this guy is an incredibly mechanical player, and he's showing it right there. I mean, Comus has some relatively decent stats on the season as well. He's been playing pretty well for his Owls team, but the stats, unfortunately for him, just do not match up to Sniz, and it'll be interesting to see if that kind of comes to fruition. It seems like it is already starting to, with Sniz taking a 1-0 lead early on in this game, but we'll see if he's able to get past Comas this time. Not able to do so on this attempt. Comas keeps his goal clear for the moment, and now he's able to put some pressure on his own. Looking to play the ball into the midfield. Sniz trying to bring this ball round on his bonnet, and does get a little bit of a flick to give himself some room. Oh, he does put that one over the top of Comas, and Comas just not in a position to get that one clear. And with less than a minute gone, Sniz has taken a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, and believe it or not, Comas was actually in a really good position to be able to save that ball. The unfortunate thing, though, is that he side flipped on it, so he was not able to get to it. And that, if you're Comas, that is just really unfortunate, but you can't let that get to you because once is a mental game. You've got to have good, strong mental. And is getting the flip reset, almost in off the post. Comas has a good chance here, but a great demo from Sniz, and I didn't think a 1v1 could be this exciting.
We've got to talk about that recovery from Sniz, because so often, certainly in a 1v1, you'll see someone put all their eggs into one basket, right? They'll run down the middle of the field, they'll go for the goal, and if it gets saved, then you're in a serious problem where you're not able to get the recovery, and your opposition player has a free shot on net. That is kind of what happened there, but Sniz's recovery was to fly through the goal over the top, come back with a load of boost, and wow, it's basically night and day between these two players at the minute, and that's no disrespect to Comas because he has earned his place in this series. But Sniz is just, I mentioned his stats from earlier, and he is living up to every single one of them.
Yeah, definitely, and talk about a problem. We may have a problem here as both Sniz and Comas decided to drive beside the ball, but Comas in a real pickle here. Sniz looking for the, I believe that was the Randy flick.
Oh my goodness.
What a touch from Sniz, putting a fourth goal in.
There's something to be said about being able to find an angle to shoot the ball into the net from anywhere on the pitch. And it seems like Sniz has that ability. He knows exactly where the stealth conference goal is, and he is just able to take shots from absolutely anywhere, whether that's flicks, whether that's simple kind of aerials. He seems to be able to do absolutely everything, and every shot is ending up towards the net, and that's going to be no different. Plays it off the sidewall, wonderful aerial round the side. Nothing Comas could do about it, even with full boost. Did get the flip reset. My goodness. 5-0 to Sniz in this game. That is...
Sniz out here kind of putting on a clinic. And I think this is what what courage needed. Is this little bit of, well, for lack of a better word, this little bit of courage. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's
I am so sorry.
There's courage and then some on display, as that is the 6th goal to go in. Oh, I mean, here's a question for you, right, KJ? Because Sniz is on the Vipers team this season. They finished 6-4, which is a solid season for most teams. But you're looking at this kind of performance. What confidence does that give Thunder and Aqua, who are the other two players on the Vipers team? What confidence does that this give you going into playoffs?
Well, the thing is, though, right?
Oh my!
Did he just? Rhino, I'm going to tell you something real quick before I get into your question. Is
do it.
Sniz here getting yet another reset, but that's not just any reset. That is what is called an arsenal reset. Yeah, yeah. A mechanic. He just pulled off a pros mechanic. Just want to throw that out there. If
Wow.
if that doesn't tell you that Thunder and who did you say the other one was?
Aqua.
Aqua. If that doesn't tell you that they should have confidence in Sniz, I don't know what will.
Yeah,
Well,
I
and
kind of
I
can't
was
believe what we're seeing.
I was gonna say, especially with the best of set.
Yeah, I mean that's something else that we've got to consider, right? Because obviously Sniz is in Courage. The two players in Stealth who won that first game were what? Michael and Seika. Comus does get a goal back, so
Hey,
let's fly the flag for a moment and let's celebrate the fact that we are indeed on the sandy beaches of Brazil.
yes, sir.
There's still a minute and a half left, so
We could see other stuff too.
yeah, there's a lot of scope for what else could happen here. But yeah, going back to the point where it's Seika and Michael who are the two stealth teammates of Comus, right? I believe I'm right in saying that.
Yes, yes.
Now there's a good chance. Obviously, this series is going to go 1-1, so we are going to have at least 2 more games. If you come against Sniz in the rest of this series, that's got to be terrifying, hasn't it?
I mean,
Oh my goodness!
if it's a 3v3, I don't know because I mean, Chris and Mikey play threes a lot, and I don't know how much Sniz plays in the threes playlist. So it'll be very interesting to say the least what the rest of this series will look like because I gotta be honest with you, it's not impossible, but it's super improbable that Comus is going to be able to bring this one back, especially with how Sniz has been playing.
Yeah, he's been playing out of his mind. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But again, looking at the statistics, this is the kind of performance we expect from someone of Sniz's level. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely absurd, KJ. Playing the ball in your own corner, flying through the entire pitch, spinning the entire time, the ball glued to the bonnet of Sniz. I mean, I don't really have words for it. It's just one of those things that's a joy to watch, and I imagine it's only a joy to watch if you're not the player playing against him in the server.
Hey, can you do me a favor?
I can do you a favor.
Just say the word bonnet again.
Glued
Come
to
on.
Sniz's bonnet.
Yes! Thank you. I feel so much better now. I will say, though, that Sniz is going to win this in super convincing fashion.
Oi.
No RMR for these boys.
No, sir.
He almost did it to him again. And the Courage Conference is going to be able to take game number 2.
Yeah.
Wow. We just saw a clinic. We saw a clinic happen.
Not only did we see a clinic, I think we also saw a demolition. That's the word I'm going to use for that. That was an absolute demolition. Sniz dropping almost 1,500 score. That over 1,000 score more than his opponent in that game. I mean, yes, okay, you can argue that it's a series, right? So this is only one game in the series, but even so, those score lines, they speak for themselves.
I mean, it's hard to compete when your opponent is putting on 11 shots and scoring 9 of them. And the fact that all 11 shots were on target and Comus was only able to save 2 of them really shows the prowess of Sniz playing the game. And I honestly can't wait to see what these guys do next. And I think it may end up being a 3v3, which is kind of what
Yeah,
I
it
was
is. Here we
hoping
go.
for, which is perfect because now we get to see how well these guys actually coexist.
This is it. this is the exciting one. This is the one we've all paid the money to see, right? So, Sniz, Chris, and Laggy Puppy taking on Seika, Michael, and Comas. So obviously Sniz is coming off the back of that incredible 1v1 victory. So he's going to be on cloud9 right now, having a whale of a time. But you also have Michael and Seika, who put on a really good performance in that game 1. So their mental's going to be pretty high as well. You know, they won their first game. So who do you think is going to be able to take this game?
The team that scores first.
Thank you. Okay. And that is going to be the Courage Conference.
I think it may end up being Courage that's going to be able to take this one because, you know, you've got two people that are constantly playing 3v3s together, especially in outside tournaments. They belong to the same 3v3 team outside of the league.
Mm-hmm.
They know what they're doing. They know how to rotate around each other. They know how to play off of each other's touches. Like that in particular, playing keep away with the ball. That's really what it's going to come down to. Is Laggy gets a good pinch off the ceiling. And that would have been amazing if that would have gone in.
Sneers, hello. Over the top of one, looking for the play of the backboard. Good save from Seika. Oh my goodness. Forever looking for those plays right there. Laggy Puppy's going to try and go for this one as well, but Comas is going to put this one into the path of Seika, not able to do much in that one either. Sniz now going for a shot into the top left-hand corner. Joint save coming out from Seika and Michael. As this game's kind of petering out in the midfield, Chris is going to play that one up. Laggy might have a shot at this one. Oh, him and Sniz, get in the way of each other. And that goes back to your point about the fact that, you know, these guys might not have that same team cohesion. Certainly Sniz with Laggy and Chris. I mean, I know Laggy and Chris play with each other a lot, but
oh, sorry.
Yeah, shouldn't be laughing at that, KJ.
We have to address the elephant in the room. I'm sorry. Since I'm such a heavy hitter.
Well, yeah, that is true. My point being that Sniz is kind of coming into this team as like a third man, right? Which could disrupt the flow of the Chris Laggy team.
Yeah, definitely. And if not much in the way of games has been played with the three of these guys, Sniz is a real wild card because you don't know what you're gonna get.
No, you really don't. Well, you know you're gonna get incredible mechanical ability because that's what you saw in the first game. But as far as a team player, you don't really know where he's gonna be, what he's gonna do. So. Yeah, interesting.
Oh,
Michael looks for the left-hand post and does hit it, but unfortunately hits it too flush, and that one's not quite going to find its way into the net. 2 minutes just over left in this game, and I have to say, Stealth, when they've attacked, they have looked dangerous. It's been very, very unlucky. A few pixels missed left or right that have meant that they're not tied up in this series. So, really tight game. Could go either way. Do you still think it's Courage?
Yeah, you know, I'm going to stick with my original pick of Courage, but that ball looks like it's going to end up finding its way to the back of the net. Oh. We got a tie game, so yeah, I'm going to stick with Courage on this one.
Sniz not able to get back on that one, didn't quite have the boost, and yeah, couldn't make the save. 1 minute 44 on the clock for one of these two teams to take the lead in the series. I wouldn't like to call who it's going to, but KJ has
I appreciate you putting me on the chopping block for that one.
Of course, yeah, that's the idea. Absolutely.
Yeah, you know, it's not like I haven't done it to you a couple times.
No, of course. It's a back and forth. Sniz now is going to pick this ball up and he's going to play it into the corner. He needs to get it around Comas. Good 50 from Comas means that this ball is going to be played into the midfield. Chris does miss that ball, but Laggy is there with a demo, which means that this ball is going to have absolutely no problems getting its way back down towards the Stealth end of the pitch. Seika does make the save, plays it over the top of his own teammate, but it is all in the interest of clearing the ball, which he does end up doing. So works in the end for Stealth. Seika now trying to get this one past Sniz. Sniz actually plays it to Michael. Good save from Chris though. He's going to try and get out to Comas. Comas tries to find the right hand post, unable to do so. Nice little hit from Laggy, means that this ball's going to find its way into midfield. Michael with a shot.
What a save!
Oh my goodness, that ball had a lot of power in it, but It's a very solid save from the Courage player. Laggy now trying to flip this one over the top of Michael. Does do that. Comus is in defense though. Good save from him. Seika just about hits that ball. Maybe not enough. Sniz looks for the shot. Unable to find a shot on target. And Chris brings this one round now. Seika trying to play this one back into midfield. Laggy Puppy is well positioned. Chris takes out Michael in goal. And that could lead to an open net coming out for Courage Conference. Sniz misses! Open net! Oh my goodness, the ball was moving very quickly and it was probably hard to turn on, but unlucky from Sniz to take that goal. We have 15 seconds on the clock. Either team could take this as Chris tries to find Sniz. Sniz can't quite get the ball. Seika's going to pick this one up. No, he isn't. It's played towards the stealth goal by the Courage Conference, and that ball might just drop. Michael's going to try and keep it alive. He does. He's going to get it past Chris. Michael finds the top right-hand corner, and Stealth take a 2-1 lead in the series, KJ.
Wow. I have to say this. I have to backtrack a little bit. That save from Laggy on the goal line, that was a pre-flip. He pre-flipped into that. And was able to save that ball.
Oof. Yeah,
Michael on the other hand, great shot from him, good placement, able to put that on the back post from, I believe, where Sniz was sitting. So we saw a lot of double commits coming out from the Courage Conference. However, this next game should be interesting to see what happens here.
So I believe the situation is that because Courage is down, they now choose the game mode for the next game.
And there's a lot going on right now.
There sure is. But it looks like we are re-racking, KJ. It looks like we're going for another threes game. So Chris, Laggy, and Sniz taking on Michael, Comus, and Yuki once again. So we'll see exactly how that one goes. So basically we're going to have a replay, but this time if Stealth win this game, they take the series and get the first win on the board for Stealth Conference this All-Star weekend. However, if Courage are able to take this one, then obviously we will be going to a Game 5 in which the game mode will be chosen by Stealth Conference. Am I going to have the fact that Chris is just...
yeah, we're going to stop for a second and talk about that.
Yeah?
The most open net that he possibly could have had. And he miffed it.
Complete whiff. That's... You're not going to see a worse miss this weekend. I'm going to stick my neck on the line. And I'm going to say that right now. That's disappointing.
It's a fair statement.
That's disappointing coming up from Chris with a K.
Anywho, I mean, I guess that's never mind. I'm not gonna go that direction.
Oh my goodness!
I'm not gonna go that route. That'd be terrible. I'd be reported for toxicity.
I'm sure.
Quicker than anything.
How we're not.
How we don't have a score right now. First of all.
Yeah.
And how neither one of us or how we're both still here in the booth.
Wow.
Is surprising to me.
Both mind-bending statements to be right there. It looks like Courage are putting on a lot of pressure. They're just unable to make it stick right now. So Stealth needs to get out of their own half, but Chris is going to make sure that doesn't happen. Comus is going to try and win this on the side. He doesn't. Oh my goodness, that's going to find its way over everyone. No one really in a position to take advantage from Courage though, and Stealth are going to be able to clear the ball up to halfway. Laggy gets the ball back under control, but Comus good 50 is going to put this one into Courage territory. Sniz is able to bring this one off the sidewall though, and Chris can bring it away. Nice fake coming out from Chris. He's going to try and find the top right hand corner. Oh, it's just not happening for Chris tonight. That so should have been a goal. And again, Sniz, oh my goodness, playing it off the crossbar. Unlucky, as Courage are doing everything but score right now, KJ.
Oh my goodness, 3 very good opportunities for the Courage Conference, not able to convert on it. Gotta do something to the mental. There's a good passing play. Laggy looking for a touch here. Chris finally able to put it in the back of the net.
Chris
Great.
only scores goal steals.
What?
That's the
What a play.
really wonderful play actually, because Chris found Laggy pretty free in the midfield, and he popped it up to the oncoming Chris, who went through and scored the open net. Apparently, that's not 100% conversion rate in Elite League these days. So good that Chris was able to make that one stick. And suddenly the Courage Conference have a lead with about half the game left to play. They're going to try and make sure that this lead stays around. So Chris is going to play this one into the midfield, but Comus is going to be there on the clearance. Now Seika's going to pick this ball up on the sidewall. No, he isn't. Laggy's going to be there first and clear this one back towards the stealth goal. Chris up early, tries to get the flick over the top of Comus. Good read from him though, and Sniz is going to play this one back to Laggy Puppy. I'm going to say that was intentional as Laggy Puppy brings one around the side, looking for his teammates in the middle of the park, but Michael is going to be there with the save and bring this one away. Seika trying to fly through the air. Sniz is going to meet him right there and mean that this ball is not able to be fired onto the Courage goal, and it's a little bit of ping pong right now. Neither team able to make the ball stick, and we're sitting in midfield with neither team really having too much possession until Laggy Puppy. Ooh, that was tasty, KJ.
That was more than tasty. As Candy Crushers once said, delicious. What a shot from Laggy Puppy. What an angle for him to be able to get that in. And the Courage Conference find themselves with an actually comfortable lead. It's just, will they be able to maintain it?
Minute and a half on the clock. Threes is a difficult game mode to score in at the best of times, especially when the players are this good. So it's looking pretty good for Courage to tie this series up 2-2. As Demo is flying in all over the place. Seika trying to get this one under control, but it's going to pop up. And Comus might be able to get that one. Not quite. Chris is able to win it out instead. And now Courage is able to take this ball away. Michael wins it on the sidewall, though. Comus should be up for this one. Oh, my goodness. He hits the crossbar. Whoa, you would back an elite player to get that one every single time, but unfortunately it just doesn't work for him this time. And now Courage let off with that one. I'm going to be able to bring the ball down the other end. Laggy Puppy trying to hit this one into the goal. So this is going to be there. Nice save from Michael, though. Chris trying to keep the pressure on. Good 50 from Seika means that this one's going to be brought away by Stealth. On the side wall, not sure what Seika's trying to do there, but it's not hit the ball towards the...
I think he was going for the pinch, and it just, with the way that it bounced off the wall, passing play maybe?
Oh, unlucky.
Like,
Very close. Sniz trying to get on the end of that one, not able to do so. Seika going to try and bring this one away, almost playing it down to Sniz directly, but not able to make that one stick. Sniz saves the Chris with the K shot.
What a save from Sniz! We've seen it all, folks!
So that's a good save from Sniz at the right end on that particular one, as Laggy Puppy trying to bring the ball forward. He's dropping it down for Sniz. The ball is going to stay in the air for the moment. I can't imagine it's going to be that way for much longer, and that is the case. Chris drops the ball down. Courage win game 4. And it's what we love to see in the All-Stars weekend, KJ. We're going to a game 5.
Content. We love content. I love content. Okay.
We sure do.
Good.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Game 5. But you know what's even better than game 5?
What's even better than game 5?
Game 5 overtime. That's
what
I'm predicting. That's what I'm looking to see. We have to... we got
so much content.
We have a fun game 5 because, hey, what is the Frontier Doubles League without a 2v2 to finish it out?
Very interesting decision from Stealth to play a 2v2. I mean, they won out the first game, right, with Michael and Seika, so maybe they're looking to do the same thing again. If you're Courage, though, do you play that same lineup, or do you think you bring Sniz into the fold?
I honestly, I think if Courage wants to win this one, they would play Laggy Puppy and Sniz.
Laggy Puppy is in the server, and Sniz is also in the server. Good prediction from KJ. Let's see if his overall prediction comes true with Courage winning it out. We are going to get into this 2v2 to decide the champions of the All Stars Elite League game
No
for Season
way.
6, as Comas is going to get us
Wow.
underway. First goal within 7 seconds, and that's not looking great for the new Courage lineup.
I really thought Seika was about to have that double.
Oh, that would have been
It
nasty.
looked so good. He just did not have the height on it, but Comas able to finish it out. 1-0 stealth. Courage needs to respond very quickly.
Oh, and they might just do that with Laggy Puppy up in the
Hey!
air. Pass from Sniz, exactly what happened. Another 7-second goal, this time going in the opposite direction. Sniz playing it up to Laggy Puppy, good passing play. 1-1, KJ.
Hey, Rhino, I have a question for you.
Okay, ask me the question, let's go.
Every time you and I are in the booth, what
Mhm.
always happens to me? What is the one thing that I am very well known for as a caster?
Most of the time, you say something's going to happen, and then exactly the opposite happens.
Exactly. But the thing is right now I'm on a roll. I'm not gonna ruin it by saying anything because I predicted the lineup. I'm predicting that Courage is gonna win. But this game so far, yes, it's close. But Courage has found themselves on the offense a little bit more.
They really have. I think that's one thing that has happened in a lot of these series, is the fact that Courage have been mostly the team to put on the pressure. I think in the first game that was the case, and it was just a matter of the fact that Stealth were able to counterattack very, very effectively. In this
That's
occasion,
just in.
Sniz is going to go for that shot. Seika and Comas 6s and 7s on defense. Not really sure where either man is. I mean, you can't get much more top left-hand corner than that. Good shot from Sniz, and Courage might be running away with this one, KJ.
Rhino, can you do me a favor and please, please define the 6s and 7s?
Have you never heard the saying 6s and 7s?
No, I have not, actually.
Okay, so it's a thing that quite a lot of commentators will say, certainly here in the UK. If a team is at 6s and 7s, that means they have absolutely no idea what anyone else is doing. That means they're completely on different wavelengths to each other.
There we go. That's an American word that I can get behind. Wavelengths.
There you go. They're on different wavelengths. There you go. So we here in England would refer to it as at 6s and 7s. But that is exactly what's happening here. I mean, it seems like the Stealth Conference just can't. They don't have the same. I don't know whether it's mechanics or it's the team play that the Courage Conference do right now.
The identity seems off. The identity of the team, Seika and Michael had some good chemistry going. Comas is the wild card in this one. So yes, Comas has had a great season, but Laggy Puppy and Sniz on the same team together, two very, very mechanical players. I don't know. I'd like to be able to see Stealth bring this back and take it to overtime, but with the way Courage has been playing, it's going to be very difficult, and they will have a tall task.
Oh, that's going to help, though.
There it is!
That's going to help. Comas winning a very, very audacious 50. I mean, Laggy not putting any boost into that one, not even trying, it seems, to win that 50, and Stealth get a goal back, and that could be the resurgence that they need, as 2.5 minutes still on the clock. Plenty of time for Stealth to bring this one back. Very close from Laggy, but unable to find that one. And now Seika's going to bring the ball forward. So he does play it over the top of Sniz. And, that's... remember earlier when we were talking about Sniz saving a goal for at the wrong end? Yeah, he might be a secret agent.
Hey, Rhino, we see in the chat, Sniz, which us in the booth. Interesting.
Yeah. Certainly not what he would have wanted to do, that's for sure. But we are now at a tied series, 3-3, with 2 minutes on the clock. Yeah, it could be Laggy Puppy versus Seika, Comas, and Sniz right now, KJ.
Yeah, well, if it is, I don't know who to favor in that one.
Hey, Laggy Puppy's OP.
Like
Yeah,
looking like he's trying to fake out his own teammate.
yeah. Trying to make Sniz question his own decision making. Yeah, it's a bold strategy. We'll see if it pays off for him. As Sniz gets the bump on Seika, as Laggy Puppy trying to bring this one around the side. Seika will be able to get the clear though, and also finish that one off towards midfield. Sniz just trying to be a nuisance, put himself about. Comas with another big 50 win, looking for the second touch. That's just going to miss way left. Sniz looking for another own goal. My goodness. I mean, look, goals at your own end don't count as goals for you, Sniz. That's not stat padding, my friend. As he continues to try and play the ball down the right-hand side. Looking for Laggy Puppy in the centre. Open net, but Seika plays this one off the sidewall. Good save from him. 1 minute on the clock for one of these teams to break through. Seika playing it over the top of Sniz. Good save from Laggy Puppy. Means that this ball's going to get brought forwards once again from Courage Conference. Laggy Puppy trying to play it over the top of Comas. Comas looking for the defense. Great save from him. Just enough boost to make that stop. As the score stays 3-3. 50 seconds on the clock, KJ. Could go either way here.
This is an interesting play here.
Oh, Sniz!
Sniz is gonna put that in. Sniz with the 1v1 plays right here. Comas caught in no man's land. Seika all in the same. Great shot from Sniz. Courage take a 4-3 lead. 41 seconds left to go. Oh
wow.
My goodness.
That's again, mechanics coming out from Sniz, winning the day. That's a wonderful play from him. Great shot. As Stealth really need to get this goal back if they're to bring it to OT. That's a good effort coming out from Seika, but it's just not quite going to find its way in. Sniz is going to try and get the clear. He's going to be a nuisance again in the midfield, just kind of bodying everyone else to make sure that they can't get a good ball, a good touch on the ball. Seika, though, that one's going to find its way into the top right-hand corner.
Wow!
Seika from downtown finds the upper postage stamp, and that's going to tie us up with 9 seconds on the clock.
Wow. What a heater into the top corner.
Oy, oy, oy. That's one of them ones that you just don't save. It does not get more top corner than that. As Sniz trying to again go for some acrobatics, but Laggy Puppy plays it over the top of Comas, looking to get it over the top of Seika. Seika's not in my house. He takes her out of the server. And we go to, you asked for it, KJ, Game 5 OT. Oh, either team could win this one. Can every prediction that KJ has made tonight come true, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in FDL history?
I would probably agree that is a factual statement, that it would be the first time in FDL history. But hey, we've got Game 5 overtime, the epitome of content. Golden goal, RMR, whatever you want to call it. Rhino, I really hope this game doesn't end on something goofy.
Oh yeah, that would be the worst thing ever. Laggy Puppy is going to try and make sure that doesn't happen as he plays it over the top of Comas. He's going to force it. It's not goofy. It's pure strength coming out from Laggy Puppy. He's been hitting the protein shakes. He's been hitting the weights, and he makes sure that ball finds its way over the goal line to take this game and the series for Courage Conference. They win Elite League All-Stars in a 3-2 fashion. Oh boy. That's that. What a game, KJ.
Alright, this is what I have to do. Well
Very good.
done.
Very good.
Well done from the Courage Conference. Thank you for giving me 4 out of my 5 predictions in this series. I appreciate it. I am still caster cursed. It will never leave me, but it makes me feel good to have a full season of wrongs right now.
Yeah, you got every prediction tonight correct, KJ. That's that ain't ever happening again, folks. So be thankful you stuck around for that one. That's
Clip it. Clip it.
Clip it. Please clip it, because yeah, as I say, never seen before in the history of FDL. We are going to get the winners of this game in for a winners discussion, a winner's interview. Welcome to the booth, Laggy Puppy and Niz. Hello guys, how are you feeling after that?
It's pretty easy, so feeling pretty good.
All right,
Okay,
all right. Hold on. I have the
go
first
on.
question. I have
Go
the
on, you
first
got it.
question. Laggy, how stressed out are you right now?
I would really wish you guys could have heard the comps of game number 1. That was a
Oh.
very stressful game for
Yeah.
Chris and I. Honestly, I tried my heart out. I did the best I could, and we were able to pull out the win. And I'm really proud of the work that we put in today.
Yeah,
You
and-
guys can create a whole montage of my clips. Holy cow!
And you absolutely did put in work. Speaking of that, Sneers, we gotta talk to you for one moment. Because I mean game 2 on its own was a display. I mean we called it a load of things on the desk. But you took that and played the 2-3s games and the 2s game in incredible fashion. I mean, are you a ones main? Is my question. That's my question.
I'm trying to be. I mean, not really, but maybe because of the lack of opponents.
Oh,
I'm
oh,
joking.
oh!
Ooh.
Let's be.
And don't do my boy comments like that.
It felt unnecessary, but
I mean, just the score line says it all, I guess.
Fair
I
enough on that one.
that is very
Fair
fair.
enough. You
Mhm.
can't. There isn't really too much else you can say about that. Going into that, I will ask for an answer from both of you for this one. Going into that first 3v3, did you guys had you guys played any threes together before today?
Uh,
No,
I mean, me and Chris have, but like,
Mhm.
no.
not at all.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna throw this out there real quick. Is in that first game, you could definitely tell that you guys didn't have really that chemistry. But once you guys played that second game,
Mm.
you guys were just clicking on all cylinders. I mean, everything was working right, except for Christmas missing an open net.
Well,
But there
yeah,
were
that
way too many open end misses. Oh my god,
did
we could
happen.
not
Yeah,
score.
yeah, I went like
Oh yeah,
0 for 4, but
we pulled him apart for
we
that
don't
one.
talk about it.
But even still, you guys had that pressure that you needed to have. After you lost that first threes game, was that kind of the idea going into the second one to keep constant pressure on the Stealth Conference players?
I'm gonna be honest. The strategy from the first threes to the second threes that changed was that we planned on actually trying the second one.
Oh my goodness!
No,
Yeah, like not even
that
joking.
was
Like
it.
we was trolling.
Wow. Um, I mean, I mean, look, these things happen, I guess. So obviously it was your guys' decision to go into that threes game in game 4. But then it was the Stealth Conference who chose to go into a 2s game for the final game. Were you surprised by that decision? And were you prepared for it?
Not really. Sega loves twos, you know. So I'm not. I wasn't really surprised about the choice. I was expecting it, me personally.
Yeah.
Okay. And obviously the first 2s lineup was Laggy and Chris. So what made the decision to bring Sniz in for that last game?
Well, partially Chris saying I am playing so bad right now, I don't want to play, and then
Mhm.
the other part was, Sniz absolutely destroyed Chris earlier in the season, so I thought Sniz might be better than Chris.
Mm. Proved a factual statement actually, didn't it? Because you guys won your 2s and you know,
Uh-huh.
we won't talk about that. KJ, go for it.
I don't really have too much else to say. How about you, Rhino?
Okay, I've got one more question to ask you guys. After tonight, we go into the playoffs. Of course, both of your teams are involved, as is Chris's Monkeys. So I guess I have to ask a question. Was this an alliance for a weekend only, and from here on in, you are fully behind your own teams, or is there going to be a little bit of friendly kind of competition between you?
Definitely friendly competition.
Yeah.
We shall see.
I mean, there's some teams that I won't have friendly competition with, probably, but like for the courage side, they're the boys.
Of course. Of
Stealth is
course.
just weird and wacky, though. I don't like it.
Okay, so Sniz directly, who wins Elite League playoffs?
See, I don't want to have bias, but
No, we
hmm.
encourage
No, be
bias here.
biased. We're not worried.
Okay, Viper's perfect sweeper fun. Gotcha.
Laggy. Let's go. What do you?
All right, I honestly asked me this like a couple weeks ago. I say 100% Dragons, easiest of all time. But now Nugget is an interesting fella, and he's changing, and he's not liking Rocket League. So it depends on the days that he's playing, like what kind of mood he's in. I mean,
Okay.
I think even if he's in a bad mood, we'll still win, but it won't be as easy, you know.
Okay, more difficult games for the Dragons. So obviously, both picking your own teams. I was wondering if either of you would go for anything else, but it seems you both went for the boring answer. So thank you very much for joining us on the desk. Boy, congratulations on picking up Courage's first win of the All Stars weekend. We will see if Courage can take that momentum into the next couple of nights, or if Stealth are able to bring things back. As always, thank you very much, KJ, for joining me on the cast for this game. And thank you, FDL community, for watching this wonderful All Stars game. Tomorrow night, I have no idea who we have.
Rhino, I got you.
Take it away, KJ.
I got you. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us tomorrow, Saturday, October 29th, for the Star League All Stars at 6 p.m. Eastern, followed up right after by the Expert League All Stars at 7 p.m. We don't want to miss you. Please, please, please come on back. We will have some more absolutely fantastic FPL action for you. For Rhino, I myself and KJ, congratulations to the Courage Conference for getting the first win of the All Star weekend. We will see you guys tomorrow, 6 p.m. See you then.
Open your eyes and see the people chanting, slowly falling apart. The silence causing an earthquake. I'm wishing upon a star. This time I'm feeling